circle the drain, and now it's all that's left, all that's left of me. Sink my teeth in the pain, watching the world go numb, and I'm just one step from obliteration. Just one step from obliteration. Just one step from obliteration. Yeah, obliteration.
Well, it's about that time once again. Today, it's July 15th, 2024. I'm Jay Nowak, a person whom of course has been behind the likes of a series known as Hot Wheels Hilarity. For 6 years, I have basically created perhaps one of my biggest pieces yet. In accordance with web series, in combination with all sorts of unique craziness that I could possibly desire. Basically, the next best thing to Nerf Secrets Revealed. And so far, it has never been trumped by anything else I might have done, ever. And with the combined viewership of somewhere in the millions, with an immense subscriber count that was made possible thanks to the many of these episodes that I've made since day one, and with a number of other things that I have done, it's no wonder why we're at this point now in history. 300 episodes have been made for 6 long years. And to tell you the truth, we've definitely been through a lot. A lot of events here and there, a lot of unboxing, a lot of layouts, and a lot of other things that have happened so far. But if I'm completely honest with you guys, there's a lot of things that I've had to say about HWH. Why I've intended to create a series for so long, and maybe more importantly, the truth surrounding the fact that this was supposed to be a series that I actually had already made possible. And so, without further ado, I might as well go into detail on a certain story that I had put together quite a while ago, but had ever since lost, because as you probably might have known, Hot Wheels were a big thing in my life. As I've mentioned many times in past episodes of HWH, you might remember when such models of mine, like Turbolence, were the very first to have entered my collection, and I have managed to get a bunch more models. But to let you know on other such stuff that has happened, I've definitely had plenty of other stuff that Hot Wheels Hilarity could have probably been centered on. And the thing is that back in 2011, this was a big point in Hot Wheels by all means. This was pretty much around the height of when Trick Tracks were at their best, and I had collected more than 40 different sets. And you know what? That's actually something that I've never done before in HWH. So I feel like by now, this is something that I would actually want to endure. Maybe it could be done. Maybe I could probably set forth with this and ensure that Trick Tracks are a part of the whole series itself. And with all that's considered, I've had a lot of things worth covering on the series. And I feel like that after all I've said today, I hope this does come around to reflect on what's happened back then, what could have happened back then, and what should happen in the future. So, with 6 years and 300 episodes under my belt, it's safe to say that I've had a lot to endure. A lot of challenges I've had to put together. And with the last episode that I made, which probably was one of the most grueling challenges ever, trying to create a track that goes over a raging river full of toxic sludge, algae, kelp, and even floating bodies of dead organisms, it only has brought me even closer to the reality of being out there in the wilderness with all sorts of challenges to complete with die-cast cars. I mean, I never would have once come around to imagine, even once in life, where I could ever possibly have this sort of challenge. And it's true that we've had a lot of things to work with over the years, and even more so when you come to realize what's at stake. I'm not just dealing with a number of things and risking a lot of different pieces of my equipment, but I also have parts of my collection, and I've also gotten tons of other stuff. And I feel like that by now, a number of things might be a bit difficult to work with because I've probably exhausted every known possibility that I could ever make. So it's fair to say, I just might have to eventually close off on the series. And maybe it's probably for the best. So, until then, I do hope to continue this series, and I do hope to finish off this season at least by the end of 2024. Well, I hope you guys enjoy, because I've certainly had a lot worth talking about. And of course, I now do have plenty more ideas that can help finish off the entirety of the remainder of this season in HWH. So I will see you guys with more stuff here on HWH, and I will also hope to see more ideas unfold. Until then, make sure to like, subscribe, comment, follow me wherever you can find me, and stay on the Hollywood side for more.
From a distance, the world looks blue and green, and the snow-capped mountains white. From a distance, the ocean